J. Rossi made the beat.
Hey dolls, so I am back and this is going to be a video on this hair. I'm going to show you how I colored it, how I installed it and styled it and all of that. So this hair is from Divas Wigs. This is the box. It's from Divas Wigs. And this is a 613 blonde wig. I did tone it a little bit, but it's not super ashy. It's still a little bit yellow and Barbie-ish. And I did the ArrogantTae method where he did the ombre colored in the front. I didn't have all of the colors. I only went to one beauty supply store. I really wanted like a green or a yellow, but they didn't have it and I didn't feel like going from store to store. So these are the colors that I did. I have a purple, blue, a hot pink, a orange, and then it goes back to purple just to balance it out. Inside of the box they do give you a brush. I didn't use it, and you also get like a netted wig cap, and of course you always get instructions and then all of the info's on the back. So this wig that I have here is a 100% Indian virgin hair wig, and the hair color is like the picture, which is 613. Of course, this ombre neon rainbow colors I did myself. And then the hair density is 150. The lace length or the inches of the hair is 12 inches. The cap construction is a glueless 4 parting space lace front wig, but I feel like you can part it anywhere that you want to on the wig, but it does not go very far back. So you don't have that much room to go very far back, but I was still able to put a nice little part in the hair. And this cap size is petite and the lace color is light brown. The lace color is melted into my skin, and that is only because I used makeup. The lace is very light even all the time on like 613 wigs, so just use some powder foundation. I did do the cap method and put my foundation or powder on it, melt it down with some hairspray, and then also put some on the lace as well. But I didn't go back and add any, but I feel like it melted in really good. So yeah, this is like my real first time really doing 613, and this is my first time doing like rainbow, like multiple colors at one time. So I like it, it's cute, and my birthday is next weekend, so I'm going to celebrate today with my parents and my family. So I'm getting ready to go, so I just wanted to come and show y'all this wig and how I slayed the ArrogantTae ombre highlights, honey, because I love it. Like, it's super cute. So yeah, if y'all want to see some other color videos and stuff like that, let me know down below what y'all want to see. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it. So I'm doing a coloring tutorial. I prefer to do it downstairs in the kitchen, but I'm just gonna do it up here because I don't feel like bringing the camera and everything down there. So I already have my mannequin head covered with a plastic bag just to make sure any dye doesn't get on her and ruin her face. And I have my wig on my little tripod, so I'm gonna take a towel and put it on the floor just in case anything falls. I don't want to get it on my rug. And then also I'm going to show you the colors that we're using, and also I did part off the front part of the wig because that's all we're going to be coloring. The hair colors that I have, I did get AquaMarine. All of these are from Adore. So AquaMarine, which is like a nice turquoise color. I got hot pink. I also got sunrise orange. And I got violet gem, which is a purple color. I really wanted like a green and a yellow, but they didn't have those. So I'm just going to go with these colors and see what we get. I've never did this before. Hopefully it will be cute. I did pull off some pieces of foil to use, and then I will get more as I need it. I also have some gloves. This wig is a pre-made wig. I did section off the back because I don't want to color anything back here. We're going to keep all of that blonde and just put some of this on, and I'll probably be going to wash my hands throughout just to get the color off, since I'm using my hands to kind of put the color on. And I need to get away from my sofa because I do not want to get this on my sofa. But yeah, I'm just going to work the color in and bring it up. This purple is really pretty. As y'all know, 613 hair picks up color really good. I did kind of tone the hair, but it's still quite yellow because I didn't leave it sitting for very long. So I'm going to try to do this without getting the color on my lace. So yeah, I'm going to use my comb to kind of ombre it up. And as you can see right here, we didn't really coat that good. So I'm going to go in there and get that color on there really good. As you can see, I only used a little bit of color. Because we're only doing streaks or like sections of hair. But you want to make sure that you saturate it really good because you don't want to have the blonde really peeking through. But even if you do, I don't think it's that big of a deal because we're leaving the roots the way that they are. Under, wrap this up. Wait. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so I'm going to just squeeze this on here, honey, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm going to go wash my hands real quick to get this color off. In between colors, you want to rinse off your hands and rinse off your comb as well. So the next color that I think I'm going to do is the blue color. I really wish I had like an orange or a green, but yeah. So I mean an orange or a green. I really wish I had like a green or a yellow. And whenever I'm applying it, I'm not putting a whole lot because I don't want it to drip and run on my floor. So I'm just going to put a little and then kind of start to work it in with my fingers. I really don't know what the hell I'm doing, but this is kind of fun. Okay, so I'm going to grab this. And also kind of pulling it up because I didn't really cover that other section that well. But I think it'll be okay. Place it. Pink. I just tried to mix some colors to make me a custom color. It didn't work, so I'm just going to use the colors that I have. Maybe I should have went to a different beauty supply to find the color that I wanted, the green and yellow, but this will do. These are like some of my favorite colors. The only additional is like the orange, so I'm just going to put the pink. The pink is beautiful, and the turquoise one I really like. Y'all know these are like my favorite colors. If I took the orange out, these would be all of my favorite colors. I like orange too though. So I'm getting anxious. Y'all, this pink is banging. It look like highlighter neon. I don't know if y'all can pick that up. Like, it's banging. Barbie pink for sure. We'll come back and style the wig, and I'll show you how it looks once I wash it out and everything like that. I probably won't show you me washing it out, but you know how to wash hair. So I'll show you how it looks wet, and then we'll style it and everything like that. So yeah. Okay, so I just washed the hair, so I'm gonna let it dry, but this is how the back looks. I did get some color from the blue kind of to fade out onto the hair, or like run on the hair, so it was kind of a little blue here. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's kind of like a little bit of blue in there. But I kind of just washed it with some dish detergent because that can kind of help to strip some of the color out. You can still see a little bit of the blue, but it's not too much. So we still definitely have a lot of our blonde underneath there. And then in the front, this is how the color looks. So we have the pink, orange, purple, blue, and then purple again. Okay, dolls, so now I am applying the wig onto my head, and I'm just using my Got To Be gel. I already did my little ball cap method. I have a video of me doing it, just one other video, so you can check that one out, but that was like the really only time that I ever did that. So yeah, I just did it again this time, and it was so much faster and easier, and I haven't even been practicing it, but yeah. So I'm just putting my gel kind of like where the cap meets my skin and also on top of the cap, and just going around the hairline. And then of course I'm gonna go on top of it with a spray, blow dry it, stick the lace down. Y'all know the drift, but I'm just doing a voiceover just so that it's not dead and y'all don't want to hear music. Y'all want to hear me talk. I know y'all do. So yeah, I'm just clipping the hair up out of the way to make sure that I'm not gelling down my hairs while I am putting my gel down on the front of my hairline. And y'all know, blah, blah, blah. Still putting on gel. Then I'm going to get the hairspray and spray it down. I'm just using a different hairspray, a no-name one, if you will. So yeah, I'm just using this, and I'm just going to spray it down. You can use any hairspray that you like. They pretty much all work because after you blow dry it, especially mixing it with the gel, it's going to get super tacky. You just want to get one that is more of a higher or firmer hold, so that way it will be more of a sticky one. So yeah, then I'm just going to go in with my blow dryer on cool, of course, and go ahead and blow dry it a little bit so that it can get nice and tacky, and go ahead and stick my lace down to it, and it sticks in so well. I'm starting to like this glue a lot better. I know I talked shit about it a little bit before, but I'm starting to like it, especially whenever I'm not wearing my wigs for like a full week. I feel like it definitely works for about 2 or 3 days. Like, it definitely works. So yeah, I'm just pushing the lace into my skin, and I'm just using my finger to do so. And I'm also going to trim off the little bit on the side so that it's not covering my ear, and that it can fit, you know, nice and snug in that area and lay down really nice. On the ear tabs, y'all know it never sticks down, so I'm going to go back in with a little bit of the hairspray, spray it and kind of push it into the gel, and then go back in and blow dry it a little bit, and then it will stick right down, no problem. Usually if you go over it at least twice, it'll stick down pretty good. Sometimes on the first try it may not stick, so don't get discouraged. Just put a little bit more spray or gel, blow dry it, and then stick it down. I also go back in with a little bit of spray just to melt the lace in a little bit more, because I did end up trimming off a little bit more of my lace around the front of the hairline. So this is how the wig looks. I did flat iron this wig prior to actually putting it on my head, just to knock out any, you know, natural wave that the hair tried to give. And I was going to wear this hair straight, but then I decided to really see the colors really nicely. It looked better if you put some type of curls in it a little bit. So I'm just kind of doing some loose curls with my flat iron, and this is a larger flat iron, not like the typical 1 inch. I think it's like a 1.5, and this is from Vanity Planet. Y'all know I use this flat iron so freaking much. It's like one of my favorite ones. Like, love it. So this is how it kind of looks, and I was just gonna kind of curl the front and leave the back straight, but I decided to go ahead and curl all of the hair. So I'm kind of jumping around. Now I'm doing a little bit of baby hairs. The colors kind of mix in to the baby hair, so it gives you some of those highlights in the baby hairs as well. If you don't like that, you can trim them down where you can only see the blonde, but I really didn't want to cut into this hair too much in the front, because, you know, the front is the only thing that's colored, so I didn't want to lose my color just in case I ever want to style this hair a different way, like up in a ponytail or something like that. I just didn't want to lose my color because it's really only just in that front area. So y'all can see here that the colors look really nice, and you can see them all really well when you put some curls in it. So then I decided to go in and just curl the rest of the hair. I didn't put any hairspray in it, and it didn't hold the best. and it wasn't super curled, but it definitely gave you a nice little effortless beachy type curl. So that's what I'm doing, just going through, grabbing pieces and curling it, because as you guys can see, the hair was straightened before, so it didn't have a curl to it whatsoever. So yeah, just keep grabbing sections and curling. But of course, you can start from the bottom and work your way up like I would normally do. But I didn't know that I was going to end up curling the whole head. So this is what ended up happening. And I feel like the hair has a lot of body, like really natural, curly type of look. Not natural because of the color, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I'm just curling it back. And at first I was going to do like a flip over type deal, but then I decided I wanted to do a little bit of a part so I can kind of separate the colors a little bit on each side, so that you can see just the purple and blue on the one side, and then on the other side you can see all of the colors together. I think that the way that I colored it really balanced it out really well. If you're only using, you know, a small amount of colors, you can definitely go back in and use, you know, one or two of the colors to kind of balance it out and make it even. So I just ended up using the purple on each side. Purple probably wouldn't have been my favorite color to have distributed through the hair, but I feel like it looks really good, and I wouldn't change the way that I did it or change up the color pattern or anything. I think everything looks really good together the way that I did it. So yeah, and I really like the turquoise and the pink being at the top, because those are my faves. So yeah, now I'm putting in a little bit of a part, and then what I'm gonna do is go ahead and take my hot comb and kind of just press it out a little bit so that it can definitely show that parting space and be more defined. I already had everything nice and hot so we can get this popping. So yeah, I'm just, you know, defining it a little bit and just, you know, perfecting my style that I want with this hair. And definitely use your comb whenever you're ombreing your colors, because it definitely gives it more of a nicer look when you leave the roots, the blonde color, and you use your comb to feather it up. Because if you just use your fingers, it's gonna look more harsh and not like spread out. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell, but on the side where the purple is, it kind of looks like a little bit of pink is at the top, but that's only because it's more ombre up by me using the comb. And then you can see a little bit of the blue over there, and I don't know, I just really like it. I love the colors. The hair is super soft and nice, and I really just love how the colors turned out. So thank you, ArrogantTae, for always inspiring me, because you definitely be keeping me on my game and definitely making me love trying different hairstyles and colors and all types of stuff even more. So yeah, this is how the hair turned out. I hope y'all enjoyed it and y'all learned something from me, because Tay doesn't really do tutorials, so I'm gonna just come and show y'all my version of ArrogantTae's stuff, because I'm always following him and getting inspired. Okay, y'all, so that is it for this video, and yeah, I need to go because I'm trying to go eat, honey. So bye.
J. Rossi made the beat.